The clouds of war are gathering once again over the Middle East. The first Israel-Iran missile war shocked the region and the world. But analysts warn the next round is not just likely, it may be inevitable and far bloodier. So why are experts claiming an Israel-Iran war is imminent? On one side, Israel with some of the most advanced air defenses in the world, and on the other hand, Iran with one of the largest ballistic missile arsenals in the Middle East. As per the reports, both nations are preparing for a confrontation that could redraw the region's map and potentially drag the United States into a new devastating conflict. August 2025, tensions have not cooled since the June war, a short but destructive 12-day clash that saw hundreds of Iranian missiles fired at Israeli cities and waves of Israeli airstrikes deep into Iranian territory. Now, multiple intelligence sources warn that Israel is preparing to strike again, possibly as soon as late August. Iran knows it, and unlike last time, it may not pace itself for a drawn-out conflict. Instead, Tehran could launch massive, rapid strikes from day one, aiming to overwhelm. Israeli defenses and force a swift change in the battlefield dynamics. This isn't only about nuclear enrichment facilities to prevent Iran from having nukes, it's about shifting the balance of power in the Middle East. Israel's June Operation Rising Lion had three other objectives: draw the United States into a direct war with Iran, decapitate Iran's leadership, and reduce Iran to a militarily weakened state similar to Syria or Lebanon. Of those, only one goal was partially achieved, and Iran's nuclear ambitions remain alive. The June war offered sobering lessons for both sides. Israel and the United States claimed victory. They destroyed large parts of Iran's missile production infrastructure and disabled its air defenses, granting near-total air superiority. Iranian drone swarms were almost entirely intercepted, and most incoming missiles were stopped before even reaching their targets. But not all. A handful of ballistic missiles broke through the shield, causing unprecedented damage to Israeli neighborhoods, infrastructure, and research facilities. One Iranian strike destroyed the life sciences building at the Weizmann Institute of Science in Rehovot. Others hit near Haifa's oil refinery. Even a few such hits rattled Israeli society. For Israel, it was a reminder: missile defense works, but it is not impenetrable. For Iran, it was proof that even with limited success, ballistic missiles can have a political and psychological impact far beyond their numbers. Missile defense is expensive, painfully so. During the war, Israel and the US fired hundreds of interceptors. Each Israeli Arrow 3 costs about $3 million. A single American THAAD interceptor costs 4 times as much, up to $12 million. Reports suggest that nearly 150 THAAD interceptors were used in just 12 days. That's roughly a quarter of America's entire inventory. Gone. The combined cost? Around 5 billion shekels, or $1.4 billion. And production is slow. In 2025, only 12 THAAD interceptors rolled off the line. Even in 2026, output is projected to just be 37. If the next war sees Iran launching 500, 800, or even 1,000 missiles, can the US and Israel keep pace? Despite heavy losses in June, Iran still has an estimated 1,000 ballistic missiles within the range of Israel. And the missile program isn't going anywhere. It's embedded deeply in Iran's military bureaucracy, with entire branches of the Revolutionary Guards dedicated to its development. These missiles are Tehran's strategic equalizer. Its militias like Hezbollah underperformed during the last conflict, but ballistic missiles? They punched through US-Israeli defenses, even if just a few times, and that success is enough to justify further investment. The key question: will Iran focus on precision, improving accuracy to hit strategic targets? Or will it shift towards quantity, saturating defenses with overwhelming barrages? Well, analysts believe Iran may also enhance the survivability, dispersing launchers, deploying decoys, or even using cluster munitions to multiply the number of targets in the sky. Iran's missile performance has limits, and Israel knows it. In October 2024, dozens of missiles appeared to devastate the Nevatim Air Force Base, but satellite imagery revealed the reality: minimal damage. During the 2025 war, many Iranian missiles landed near the intended targets. Well, not on them. When Western engineers examined circuit boards recovered from downed Iranian missiles, they were shocked. One even asked if they were toy missiles for kids. Still, Tehran doesn't need perfection. Even inaccurate missiles can land lucky hits, and the psychological effect on civilian populations is immense. Iran is not alone in this chess match. It continues to deepen defense cooperation with Russia and China. Russian and Chinese air defense systems have been showcased in Iranian propaganda systems that could complicate future Israeli strikes. Meanwhile, Israel's missile defenses from Iron Dome to Arrow 3 are evolving. Both sides are locked in an arms race, with each breakthrough by one prompting a counter move by the other. The risk, a war that escalates beyond the region, pulling in US forces, destabilizing oil markets, and sparking proxy clashes from Lebanon to the Gulf. What's at stake here? The next Iran-Israel war will not be a replay of the last. It will be faster, harder, and costlier in money, in military assets, and in lives. The question is not just if it happens, it will be how ready each side will be. And when the first missiles fly, the world will watch, knowing that the fallout could reshape the Middle East for an entire generation.